So yesterday I opened up one of the Miniverse Fron Scratch eggs, and this one's from series 1, and we can see that we got the Lavender Cupcakes, and that's what they're supposed to look like at the end. So we'll see how many mistakes we can make today and whether they look anything like that at the end. So let's just have a quick look in here and see what we're supposed to get. So we can see we're supposed to get a tiered presentation tray at the end. We have a mould, a mixing bowl, a cake mix, and of course the resin and some frosting, which hopefully won't be all hard and completely unusable like the last time I had some. And we also got some lavender on there as well to garnish. So we can see that the first step is to mix the batter, and then we'll pour it into the mould, leave it for an hour and 15 minutes. In reality I usually leave it overnight, and then the next time we come back we'll demould them, pop on the frosting and the lavender, and then put them on the tray, leave it to set for a while. I usually give it more than 20 minutes, and then hopefully at the end that's what we should have. So let's go. Let's unwrap this egg and see what we have. So we have the presentation tray. We also have the lavender, the sunny blooms. That's actually really cute, I like that. We have the table, which sometimes it's useful, sometimes it isn't. Sometimes I use it and sometimes I don't. Oh, what's that? I wonder if this is the resin. Oh, it's not usually in a pack like this. Oh, you're cute. Shame to rip you open, but there we go. Oh, that's the brown butter. So let's let me just have a quick look. Oh. That was assistant. Oh great, so there's the brown butter. It's evidently the mix for the cake batter. Sometimes it's presented as vegetable oil. In today's case it's presented as brown butter. So today's mistake is we've thrown that all over the table. Yeah, that was helpful. Didn't expect that. Pop that on there. Oh, it's always an adventure, you know, look at my videos. Always an adventure. Let's just have a quick mop up. Okay, we're back. Let's have a look at the rest. So these should be the utensils, which will probably include a spatula, and that's a spatula, and the tongs, which I don't usually find very helpful, but they may be helpful to put the lavender on top. We shall see. And mixing bowl, which is kind of cute. And we have something else. This should be the frosting, I think. Yeah, let's see whether it's... Oh gosh, that's quite hard. Not as hard as the last time I got some, but definitely from there onwards is absolutely solid. Last time I got one of these, the at least half of the tube was absolutely solid and completely useless. And then we have the actual cake mould. So it says Hang on a minute. Luna, no. No, we don't bark at everybody walking past the house. Sorry, territorial dog. Oh. That one's not my dog, by the way. And the seagulls joining in. We have some lemon cake mix. I like how it shows the ingredients, that's really cute. What's that they say? You have to pause that and read it. It's too small for me to read. My eyes are too old. Not good. And then this, I think, will be the trays for the display stand. Yep, we have 2 trays, front and back. Table stand. And this, when you've made these up, the batter, as it were, does dry out over time, and you're supposed to display them in here with the lid on, or in another airtight container. So at the end, when we've finished, I will put them in here. So I will build this stand up. I don't normally do that. So this is the cloche that you can display it in. You see the table stand at the bottom. So I will pop it in there at the end. Right, let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to make the batter, and then we'll crack on with building the stand up and that kind of thing. So let's pop the cake mix in. Mix, and oh yes, the butter, which we've already met. Hello again, my friend. Right, you can go in there. Right, let's give that a good mix. I find these usually mix up reasonably well. You know, I have made the sheet pan one before, sorry, the sheet cake one before, and that also had this consistency, but it did turn out okay. So just check we've got everything. So we've mixed that for about a minute. So we should be okay there now to pour that into the tray. It is starting to thicken, so we're getting somewhere. Just pop that on there. Right, let's see if we can get into here without throwing it across the room or something ridiculous. Whenever I'm filming these videos, everything seems to go wrong. I either can't get into the packages, or I miss a step, do something stupid, or end up launching the contents of packets across the room. So fingers crossed for today. There we go, we have a 6-hole baking tray, muffin pan, whatever you want to call it. There we go, 6 of them. So let's see whether we've got enough batter to fill it. I think I'll have to tidy this up a bit at the end. so we are going to have too much batter, which is surprising. I thought we wouldn't have enough. Oh. Right, let's just put that alongside. I am just going to have to reduce this a bit because it's definitely got too much batter in there. So there we go, we've cleaned it up reasonably well, so we'll leave that now for another, we'll probably leave it overnight. So if you look on this one, there's the little feet underneath, so that one goes on the bottom, and then this is the top one, so that just goes on there and just snaps in, and the same on the top, again just snaps in, and then the bottom one again just pops in there, snaps, and the same with it. And it doesn't feel particularly rigid, but it will do. And then pop your plates on. So that's all ready now for when the muffins, buns, cakes, whatever you want to call them, whenever they come out. So there we go. Unfortunately the plates, they don't stay new when you can glue them down. But there we go, that's the presentation tray. Right, so I'll see you in a bit. Okay, we're going to finish the lavender cupcakes today, and you can see that we've already done the batter, and that's been left for actually about 3 or 4 days now. So we should be able to demold that today, and that's what they should look like at the end, hopefully. So you can see that we've done the first steps, we've made the batter, it's actually been left for a while. Now we just need to add the icing, leave that for 10 minutes, and then we can pop on the toppings. Leave that for another 20 minutes. So, let's go. This does feel quite hard, does this whipped frosting from about that part of the tube. So I'm not expecting the entire tube to actually be available for icing, but we'll give it a go, see how far we get. This is a common problem with these whipped frosting ones, unfortunately. So here's the lavender, which we'll pop on top in the next stage. Let's just get in there. Right, there we go, that's ready for the next step. And let's just quickly demold these. So if we just loosen all the edges. So they're loosening quite nicely, aren't they? I'll just pop them down there. And I'm just going to clean up the edges a little bit because I did overfill the mould a little bit the other day. As you can see, there's a few messy bits on the edges. So we'll just quickly clear those off. And these should pull off fairly easily because it is just be careful not to pull any chunks out. Okay, so there we go, we've got 6 cupcakes. So let's just pop some frosting on and then we'll leave them to harden for a little while. So here we go then, we've got the frosting. So we'll do our best to add a little swirl on there. It does feel quite hard, does this tube, so I'm not expecting this to work brilliantly, but we'll give it a go. Maybe we can cover that one up with a bit of lavender at the end. I think you can handle it better. I'll never make a cake decorator, will I? Let's give that one a go. Might be easier. Yeah, that's getting to the edges better, isn't it? Maybe didn't need such a big pink. It's like one extreme to the other. As long as we have enough to do 6 of them, I won't be too upset. It does seem easier actually though to just turn the cupcake rather than the icing. Looks a bit better, doesn't it? So I'll get in there, just need to develop some technique. And to number 4. Number 4. I'm just going to use some tongs here because I've got a bit of glue on my fingers. Just quickly wipe my fingers. Number 5. We'll get in there. This is really hard though, is this icing. It's not very easy to get out, and I think we are just going to get enough out of it. I think it's going to be a two-handed job, this one. Unfortunately, the icing now is just a bit hard to get out. Icing out, that the icing will be too solid on the others to get the lavender on, so we'll see how far we get. And these will go a lot better if you don't keep smushing them with your fingers like that.